Hi, I'm Kim Hoh. In this series, we'll be talking to people who have interesting, inspiring, or intriguing stories to tell. This week, we meet Kah Peng, chairman of Shell Singapore. Although she loves music and plays classical piano, Kah Peng ended up studying chemical engineering at university. She then spent nearly 2 decades working for the Economic Development Board, helping to build sectors like energy and healthcare. Next up, becoming CEO of the Singapore Tourism Board at a time when the country was entering an exciting phase with the arrival of the Formula One night race and the opening of the 2 integrated resorts. She then decided to find out if she could successfully run a commercial business. In 2012, she joined Shell Singapore as General Manager, Global Commercial Strategy. 7 years later, she became its chairman, overseeing all of the oil giants' businesses in the country. This is her story.
It is very true that in our industry, you tend to see more male leaders across the board. Everywhere I've been to, I've gone into meetings where, hey, wait a minute, there are no other females. And it can be a bit intimidating sometimes, but you just got to switch it off and move past it and get to the work that you need to do, right? So I think it's something that you have to get used to as a female leader, but it shouldn't stop you. It takes time though. I remember the first year that I started work, I attended a meeting when I was in the EDB, and my boss said, "Oh, come for this meeting. We're meeting this bunch of Japanese executives." And I went in there and they were like, "Oh, I would like tea." I was like, "Hang on, I'm not the tea lady, But I don't think they did it intentionally either. And then my boss reacted very nicely because he said, "You should be nice to her because whatever you want, if she doesn't agree, not going to happen." He empowered you in the sense that he told these guests that she is a professional, she is here for a reason, and I don't think it's to serve tea. So, you can make a not so great situation better that way, yeah, or you can worsen it depending on your reaction. I think you have to be conscious. And most of the time, in our hurry to get things done, we kind of are not conscious about a lot of things. We don't consciously ask, for example, this team that I have or this group of people who are attending a meeting, do we have all the right voices in the room? Is it diverse enough? Do we have enough views that can represent all the things that we are concerned about, right? So how conscious are you in planning for it? And if it doesn't happen, then what are you going to do about it the next time to make sure it doesn't happen again? It's down to the basics. It's down to people know what to do. You have to, of course, facilitate certain decisions and bring things together and maybe provide some direction and all that. But ultimately, people know what to do. You have to empower them, and then you have to care. You have to care a lot. If you don't care, nothing gets done. My parents were fantastic because mom and dad never got in the way of letting me do what I thought I wanted to do or what I thought I was interested in. I think they really are they are really parents who say, if you like it, go do it lah. I mean, what's stopping you? Yeah. And there's the fact that I just like to try stuff. I like science, but I didn't study very hard, but I liked it. I like to understand things. So I thought, okay, engineering. So I didn't actually even ask, how many girls are there doing engineering? Why are there so few? I didn't ask those questions. I just thought, it's okay. And then after you ended up in engineering, you looked around, where are the other girls? Why aren't there more? And you start to, perhaps ask questions, but okay, maybe a bit too late. Honestly, it's again one of those things, right? If you believe that it is a reason to change your mind and say, I don't want to do this because I want to do something where people, for some reason, say, well, girls should do A, or girls should not do A. I don't know, it was never the way that I made decisions. I think that that journey is a bit grounded in, a certain set of values, yeah, that your parents impart to you, which is, hey, work hard, believe that you can do anything, do the right thing, if it's integrity, if it's respect, So, and I think it's a journey defined by values more than step A, B, C, D, E, meaning you knew how to get there. I don't think I knew. Now, in what I do at Shell, it is all about energy transition. I mean, Shell has been in this country for 130 years. I don't think there are many companies that are so old and have been here for so long and are still here. Yeah. But we also know that climate change is real and energy transition is urgent. I mean, there's no question about these things. So how do we as an energy company transform our business and be here for the next 130 years? I mean, it's a huge challenge, right? Given our footprint here, given our history here, and given the fact that we will always need energy. Life needs energy, right? So I think that's what keeps me going. It's a tall order. But I'll rather be doing something that is challenging, but I think very worthwhile, because I don't want the Shell of today to be the Shell of the future. I want to be able to look back in, X years and say, the Shell of the future is going to still provide energy in cleaner forms, more sustainable ways, more circular ways. It's still going to be a great place to work for people, where you can be part of a big global company and still have the ability to influence, the markets around you, the customers that are in your backyard, and deal with things that matter to not just Shell, but also to the country. So I think it's that type of work that is truly empowering. So we've started on the journey, but we've also started to share our thinking with people so that they can come along on that journey.